Lightning exploded this grand fir 10 years ago. I might have had something to do with this. Cleaned up some of the pieces. Huh. Well, I guess I've solved the. Well, I guess I've solved the riddle of the speed switch. You know, nobody's going to get anywhere in America with a SS acronym for a logo. Yes, you can see it there vaguely, friends. Yeah, I invented this thing at the age of 7. That's not what I wanted to talk about. Yeah, they've been trying to access me all day, leaving me all these messages. At first, I play them in reverse at 1/4 speed, and then I play them at half speed. It's easier that way. You gradually acclimate yourself, then you can play it in at 1/4 speed forward and half speed and 3/4 speed, then full speed ahead. Full speed ahead. It's rough, friends. It's really, really rough, and you just gotta sort through all these impressions, write it all down. Typically, I find myself composing poetry. It's easier if you're, you're high on cannabis, at least just slightly high, You become a little more aware of the programming, but it's just. I don't know. You're more programmable while you're on cannabis. Yeah. You're more aware of it, but yeah. Anyway, so some ideas occurred to me about the this magnet motor I'd invented, which is basically like a John Galt type perpetual motion machine. This is all the way back in must have been 2000, maybe 99, the latter part of 99. So I came up with something to remember it by. Little mantra. Go, mystical lands of all hand in hands, what I wanna know about. So the warmest coil lands of all hand in hands, that's like the what's it called? The yin and yang symbol, the Korean Taoist symbol. You know, essentially you got, well, it's two-dimensional, you know. But really, it's a motor component. It's just an ancient motor component. You know, in 2D, just symbolized in 2D. It's a central hub. This is, you know, this is utterly uncompelling, I'm sure. So here we have a couple of blue balls here. Just iron balls. This is cast iron, and embedded in them are these neodymium magnets. Again, they got the same polarity because these are repelling. It's like there's a spring between them. You know, and here they're aligned. So you know, this is some kind of a, I don't know, homosexual arrangement, so to speak. They are inanimate, though. I want to point that out. Okay. So anyway, illustration. So in essence, what I want to do is I want to construct this ball out of copper and have it hollow, just a globe. You know, out of copper. And then embedded in it, I want to have a bunch of neodymium magnets, not unlike this one. You know, this thing can be quite big, you know. It can be room-sized, why not? You know, or, you know, it could be about this size. So, embedded in them, I want, in this solid, or, you know, it's this copper piece, on all these neodymium magnets in the pattern that you see in a three-dimensional pattern of the Taoist symbol. So, you know, roughly 1/2 there, and the other half kind of like this, you know. One is the yang, the north polarity side out. And then the other is the yin, the south polarity side out. You know, and at the you know, at the eye, the very center of the north polarity, will have a singular retracting the south polarity one. It'll want to retract naturally because it's amidst all these north polarity. You want to get in sync with them, so it'll retract into the center. There'll be a little spring, you know, that it sinks down into, and right. And on the opposite pole, you know, on the other side, the Antarctica side, or yeah, the Antarctica side, that have a north polarity one. It'll retract down into with a spring. It'll naturally want to do this because they're aligned. Those two, the ones at the eyes, you know, the you know, at the heart of a yang structure, you know, it generates its opposite. You know, it's generating its opposite. So, I mean, naturally, these two are, you know, going to be attracted. There's going to be it's going to be a singular spring. could be a singular spring inside of a cylinder. And then I suppose we could have, when the motor's at rest, you just have these two, it's just part of the lever mechanism. You have these two attracting magnets. They're oriented so they attract these two, and so it pulls them apart, and it allows the the central component to hover there, just to hover there, you know, while the two pillars, two copper cups, you know, that also have on their inside, correspondingly, they have the yin and yang symbol, the Taoist symbol, in expressed in north and south polarity neodymium magnets. You know, so we have these pillars, these columns bearing cups. Then we have perhaps gears, you know, like a cogs, you know, for a gear. And when they come together, then they lock up way out here. There's a lock up here, there's a lock up there, and they'll be spinning in opposite directions. One in counterclockwise, the other clockwise, or vice versa. You know, it could be either way. So those columns, they got gears, and you know, anybody who knows about, you know, it's just all clockwork is old, very old-fashioned, and anybody who knows about cars or airplanes or, you know, watches or whatever. I mean, gears, it's all very, you know, simple. You turn wheels, you turn propellers, you know. You can reverse that direction, you know, if you want, with a series of gears and pulleys and chains and whatever. It's just really just gears. So it's very simple from there, you know. But it's that S oscillation, the serpentine oscillation. So this is the real secret right here. It's the reason I've taken certain precautions, you know. It's the reason I've put all these layers of serpent skin, you know, upon me, and clothe myself in all this these layers of seemingness. And anyway, I mean, you know, they were just trying to kill me, really, with stuff like this, you know, with stuff like this, and the name of it, and what it does, and yeah, it's just so it's nothing, you know. It's nothing compared to this. So I mean, you'll have to regauss the magnets. You can just take them out. It's a simple thing. It's very simple. You regauss them every few hundred years. They get their gauss strength back. You replace them. That's the only maintenance you have to do. The thing about it, you know, it's all copper. It's, you know, just made out of solid, you know, billets of copper, just CNC machine. Or, you know, I mean, it could, you know, there's no reason you couldn't do it in a mold, you know, molten copper, you know. That would be easiest. But the thing is, you know, and at points along the cylinders, or the columns, you have them riding on. You have embedded also. You just have it, you know, in a circular formation. you could have it this is totally frictionless. The whole thing is completely frictionless. You just have embedded some neodymium magnets, and you know, you got there's a repulsion thing. You know, there's a repulsion arrangement. So north to north, you know, north to north, you know, and up there it could be north to north or south to you know, south to south, whichever. But the copper has enough electrons, you know, it just sucks them out. It'll hover there. You know, it creates a little bed of electrons. And you know, right? All you need is copper, and you know, doesn't need to be like some gold alloy or platinum or anything like that. So you know, fairly, it's, you know, affordable. You know, you drop a neodymium magnet on a you know, like a 1-inch copper plate, it won't clack. It'll stop. It will stop in midair. It just cushions it. Yeah. So entirely frictionless. You know, it should run for hundreds of years. Really, should run forever, if you regauss the magnets. They're the real motors, by the way. It's generating electricity. It is pulling electrons out, so that'll run along the columns but it's not principally an electricity generator. It's just a motor, you know, though it does generate electricity. Okay, well, so I figured it out. Now, you know, we're gonna move along in the, you know, I mean, this was, you know, predestined to happen. So, you know, it's a good thing that the CIA is remote neural monitoring me. You know, because should I die, I will, you know, I'll remember again that invention, and you know, that's a known fact. I mean, we know what the neurotransmitters do and how they all line up and in death. So you know, it's a good thing that I've remembered. And we can move on, you know, across the flat Earth plane, beyond Antarctica, you know, in you know, vehicles that run forever, and you know, we can do as the Bible instructs. Well, thanks so much for watching, and and wonder if I'm getting that magical effect anymore on this. No, it's worn off. Oh yeah, it's gone. All right. Oh, right. So let's see. What is it? The 6th of December. We got this thing here, released on the 29th. Battery test. This is my preferred meter right there. I think that's because of the smartphone. See, when it jumps up when it transmits. Now that's, you know, pretty high, guys, but you know, it's fluctuate, so it's not going to heat you up at all. It's not going to cook you. It's going to be specific frequencies anyway to be particularly harmful to select tissue groups. Anyway, we're maintaining. Let's just do a little walk around. Let's see, this is the 4th, yes, the 4th of December. So I've determined this is the refrigerator. That's the refrigerator behind that wall there. Yeah. I don't get anything from this powered orgonite. None of these books are particularly. Oh, well, that may not be true. What is this? Oh, this is this magnetic mattress pad. So you can see little magnets in there. That's what it is. All right. The apophyllite, nothing. It's not a radioactive. All right. Or it's not electromagnetic. Oh, it's not magnetic. Okay. Just gonna go around, look around a little bit. These plants don't seem to be acting up. All right. Yeah, that's right. You just.
So the reason
just stay easy, huh?
that all this has happened to me has become all very clear and evident.
Yeah? Yeah?
The reason I was programmed to sabotage myself so severely, to show you all this unpleasantness, which you're unable to sort through, because the average person lacks objectivity, and they think this man is insane. This man
make a magnetic
doesn't deserve anything.
Bolteron
Maybe he
sheath
should
for
be
this
locked up. Maybe
little bolo. It's a pretty nice knife.
Dead.
Like,
the reason being
right a little higher and be on the
capable of
shock cords.
Machines,
so
they could forever change the world.
So it just swivels and you can shift it and,
forever change the world. Unfortunately, I know that this won't be well received.
The draw stroke,
Oh, at best, I'll
little longer, but sure,
I'll just make a little toy version of this. It'll, be some kind of whirligig little thing. It just drives some kind of sophisticated whirligig that's, kind of an art product. We might sell some, but then people have misgivings about buying it because of who made it. So this motor of mine, it won't be doing any actual productive work. Then later, people will get wise to, they'll finally come to their senses and say, what? Oh my gosh, we should have adopted that motor, full scale. I mean, this is the reason I use imagery like the explosive imagery, like bombs that replicate themselves. That's what, that's the import of this invention of mine. So you see why they've been trying to destroy me all this time. Their little plans. They're little hellish, low plans. That's it. That's all. They can't have just anybody running around with this kind of technology. They can't countenance it, friends. They just can't do it. They can't bear to think, that Mr. Joe Deplorable is out there, with unlimited power, you know? Unlimited power to go where he wants, you know? Joe and Jane Deplorable out there, you know, beyond the boundaries of the commonly agreed upon, you know, the commonly recognized map, you know. Out there playing Minecraft for real. They can't stand that idea. More to come. Thanks so much for watching.
A concern, you know, had me under continual surveillance. One, you know, was hanging out in his car by the curb out there, and you know, he followed me out, and I put a halt to that though. Caught him going down 11th. I, you know, tucked my vehicle away somewhere and hid out for a while, but yeah, they were doing things like they'd leave one they'd leave one sneaker, you know, in front of your door. That's a little you know, like a hitman signature thing, and you know, just these creep show, young dumb gangster fucking creeps. Yeah, you know, I'd walk out the door, you know, somebody was always moving to intercept me. You know, somebody's coming in on a bike. I'd see somebody, you know, walking, or I'd see some people out across the street in a car. Oh, fuck. Okay, so somebody tried to open up the door.